Hey guys, welcome back. We are unpacking the my mom guilt toolbox, and today I want to talk about generosity. Um, so when I think of the word generosity, I think of being generous and giving, and one of the things that it was actually the something that my brother and I were talking about is moms being generous. And so I've noticed since having this conversation with my brother, that where I'm generous as a mom, and I am generous in like when there's 3 hamburger patties, I'll take the most burnt one. When there's That's just the one example that's on the top of my mind at the moment. um, I'll sacrifice my maybe something that I want to do in order to do something that my son wants to do. Um, and one of the things that is out there a lot is self-care, and it's out there so much that it's cliche. But a lot of the things that are cliche because they're true. So don't dismiss this topic of self-care just because you've heard it before, um, because I think I'm going to go into it just a little bit different. I know that there's the analogy of when you're in the airplane and the little thingy drops down, that you're supposed to put your mask on first and then put the mask on the child. So I think because that analogy is used so much that it's lost a lot of its power. So I want to use a different analogy. When a wolf pack eats, the alpha male and the alpha female eat first, and they eat the liver, which is the most nutrient rich organ of the body. And so what that says to me, like as a mom, you're the alpha female. Whether you have an alpha male in your life or not, you are the alpha female. And so you need to take care of you. Self-care is not only necessary or not only important, but it's necessary. So what does self-care look like for you? A lot of people, think of, oh, I'm going to, take a bath, and I'm going to get my nails done, and I'm going to all of these things. And so when they talk about that kind of stuff, if you're on a limited income, like maybe you can't get your nails done, or maybe you're a single mom and you can't take a bath. There are things that you can do to take care of yourself. And it's up to you to figure out what those things are. Like, what are some things that you enjoy? So for me, some of the things that I enjoy, I actually like getting up earlier than everyone else in my family, because that's me time. That's the time that I can do what I want to do. And sometimes I wake up early to go to the couch to go back to sleep. And that's just real, and that's listening to my body, of what my body needs. And that's what I did this morning. My alarm went off at 5. I got up and used the restroom, and I got right back into bed because I just wasn't feeling 100% when I woke up at 5 this morning. And so I ended up getting up around, I want to say 6:50. And then I do my little chores, and the rest of my house doesn't really get up until about 7:15, maybe somewhere more closer around 8 o'clock. And so one of the other things that I like to do is write. I've been a writer since I could put sentences together, and I have a blog that I write called Make Up with the Mirror that I put on my website, alicialyons.com. And I'm doing a video or a blog series on the same topic. So it's going to say similar things, but probably a little different. And so those are just some of the things that I do for self-care. And 2, 3, 4 years ago, it looked different. It was, my self-care was getting my nails done and getting my hair done, and having some time to myself where I had a babysitter who would watch my son, and I my babysitter was my best friend, and she passed away, and so that I had to make some adjustments with that. So I learned a few different ways of self-care. And so not everybody has the same luxuries. Not everybody has the same desires. I can't stand pedicures. So that's not relaxing to me. In fact, it's like actually somewhat torture because I'm ticklish. So it's like when they're scrubbing your feet, I'm dying. So when there's generalized information out there that says go take a bath and go, get a pedicure and get your nails done and whatnot, and I know that that's not always financially possible for people. Not everybody likes taking baths. I think that baths are kind of boring. And in my master bedroom, I have a shower, not a bathtub. So the bathtub is in my son's bathroom. So I want to encourage you to take some time and figure out what it is that works for you. Because number one, if it doesn't work for you, you're not going to want to do it. And number two, if it doesn't work for you, you're not going to want to do it. Like if you don't like it, you're not going to want to do it. If it doesn't work for you, you're not going to want to do it. So take some time to figure out what it is that you like. And this might take some time. Try a few things. Try waking up earlier in the morning. Try going to bed later at night. Try finding a friend that's going to watch your kids for you. And then you do the same for them. Like, let's have a community of moms who are helping each other. I mentioned in another video that like the whole reason that I was on this path is because a babysitter was inappropriate with my son. So I am very careful with who gets to watch him and who I leave him with now. So take some time and figure out what is possible for you. Because you might find that just 5 minutes by yourself in quiet with everyone else in another room is what works for you. And you might find that you need a little more time. When I started giving myself that 5 o'clock time in the morning, I started needing it less. So I started needing less of that time. So I wouldn't always get up and do stuff. I'd get up and go back to sleep. So you're going to change, you're going to evolve, you're going to figure out what you need. And don't dismiss the idea of self-care, just because it's cliche. Lots of things are cliche that are true. Lots of things that are simple are the exact thing that we need, but our mind says, no, I need something more complicated because my problem feels complicated. And it's just a lot of times the complicated problems are solved by simple solutions. So I hope you find this helpful, and I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.